Hi, this is Hansen. If you're receiving this message, it's because I have one of your children in either my Freshman English A, Guitar 1, Lit 175, which is a dual enrollment class, or creative writing. I like to do these because it's nice to put a name to a face. In addition to receiving a link to this video, I have sent a link to my syllabus and schedule. If you lot would very carefully go over that, and I've also sent home a piece of paper with your students, or they will receive one, that indicates that you've read that, and if you don't have any concerns or have concerns, please indicate that and send that back to me, and I'd be happy to visit with you if need be. So you'll see a portion of that on the bottom of the syllabus. You don't need to print that because they will have that copy, but I would like you to sign it and send it back with them. Just a couple other questions that I sometimes get. So for grades, in Google Classroom, which you all will hopefully have access to. If not, you can look on with your student. I'm not sure how that works on the parent end. But the grades in there, I do grade on there, but they won't always correlate exactly with what you see in PowerSchool, so don't take too much stock onto what those ones say. PowerSchool, how I do it is, if a student gets an A on something, I'll give them just a straight A, and I'll have like that grade I can put. So it'll be A, B, C, D, F, or no pass, which is a 0, and it means no pass. Usually that won't come if I did not receive an assignment, so if they have not completed it and it's not finished, they'll get an NP, and it stays that way until I get it. I will also combine a lot of grades, so like you might notice that we'll have a bunch of journals, but I'll only have one journal entry. I'll usually just average those scores out, so I'll do that for a couple of assignments, and I think I'll make a note on which ones those are. Bigger assignments, that's not usually the case. As far as attendance goes, it's important your students are here as often as they possibly can. I know there's medical issues or bereavement or things that happen, but if your student is going to be gone, will you make special effort to call and let the office know so that they can indicate that in our records? Even if they're going to be coming in late from like an appointment, just make sure they're checked in and get that cleared. So awesome. I'm not going to typically allow students to have phones in my room this year. So there will be a pocket for them to keep it. If they don't adhere to that, that can affect their participation score, and they could have some other disciplinary things. So just so they're aware. If they have a medical issue or they have a special reason they need to have their phone for that day, I can be flexible. They just have to let me know. If students have concerns, if they would just please let me know. I have a form that they fill out once a week just for me to check in on, see how they're doing. I would like to meet with them, at least twice a week, one-on-one. I mean, we'll talk every day when we're in class, but yeah. And then I think if you guys have any other questions, you're certainly welcome to contact me on Parent Square. I'm happy to visit with you or otherwise, but I can certainly visit with you at parent-teacher conference and so forth. But I'm excited for the year. I hope it's fun. So I'm sure it will be.